G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie here. The only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. I knew it, I didn't plug my lead in time. Oh no, oh bugger, my buttons aren't going to work. Oh, I'm going to have to go back to old school mode. I only realised about 1 minute into the countdown, or 1 minute left on the countdown, I'd nicked my USB lead to charge my phone. Is that going to work? No, it's not all that. It's not happening. Oh no. Ah well, probably a quick stream tonight. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Oh, hang on. I'd like to start the stream as usual by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on this wet land today. Oh dear. The Wallamatical people of the Eora Nation. Pay my respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. And recognise that sovereignty was never ceded, always was, and always shall be Aboriginal land. I can't push that button. Do the sounds work? Do I get sounds at least? Is that coming through? It is, all right. Okay, some buttons are working, some aren't. Dear, oh dear. All right. What? What's happened there? Why has that happened? Oh no. What have I done? Oh, hang on. That's because it's supposed to be this one, isn't it? Oh. Well, only a few bits of news today. Really one bit. It's the new, what I've been reading about. I'm sure this is going to get kids excited about football. The new luxury tax that the Premier League is giving it all that about. So the idea is, if you spend too much, if you lose too much money outside of EBITDA or whatever it is, well, instead of getting points deductions, you just have to pay a fee. Sounds reasonable, doesn't it? You know? So, you know, if you happen to be a football club that's owned by, let's just say, a country, the country will get fined, I don't know, 10 grand or something. And that's all split up between the other teams. I don't know about you, but that smells of communism to me. Communism. I'm not sure about that at all. Ah, dear, oh dear. But what else has happened? That's about it. A couple of football results this morning, wasn't there? That was all right. Man United getting done at the death by Chelsea. I didn't really care about the results. Just fun seeing other fans, whoever they are. I picked no favourites. Lamenting in anguish and crying salty tears of defeat and despair. So that was all right. Anyway, it's enough. I can't push the button. Oh, this is annoying. I realise how much I miss my gizmo. Oh. Well, I hope you've had all a good day. I had a bit of a boring day. I even looked through Tottenham's financial reports earlier. That's how bored I was. Pissing down with rain. Car's not drivable in wet because the windscreen wiper needs fixing. So I just bummed around, wrote a song, did a song. That's one of the members' perks. You get my offcuts. Speaking of it, it's a new month. I think I can hand out new memberships, which I'll do quickly before the riff-raff comes in. Let's see if we can, because it's all random. Will it let me do it? I've got 10. All right, so I can give 10 away. Here we go. Who's going to get them? Yanis Rubilis, Spurs GCTV, Mark N, TB, and George. There we go. And I'll do the other ones. That's what I can do 10 a month. Might as well just do them now, eh? You've all shown the effort to get in early. I think some of you are members anyway, which is weird. Membership gifting. Here we go. Let's do another 5. Who's going to get him this time? Drum roll. I need a drum roll on this thing, don't I? It's about as good as I can get. Gary Ross, Bob Down Under, Merovingian 9080, Nick Brown, and Woo Riders DG. There we go. That's this month's amazing giveaway. Complete. All right, let's see what the chat's doing. Oh no, the chat button don't work. Oh, will it? No, it won't. Okay, I've forgotten how to do this now. If I just click on that, will that work? Oh, there we go. Richie B. Did you hear Sonny and Ange got nominations for Player and Manager of the Month? I did not hear about that about Sonny. I heard that about Ange. Let's see if he can make it 4 for the season. I think he's got another couple of Manager of the Season wins waiting to go, I reckon. I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yossarian, g'day, man. Oh, we got some hot football action tonight. St George Dragons versus the Newcastle Knights. Let's see if we can go above the Broncos, who are the same points of us. We're both second in the table. It's not that bad. Afternoon, Paul and Hippies. I'm up for some tangents if we're light on actual football. Well, you know, we might be a little bit light. Hang on, I'm just going to tweak my microphone a little bit here. Testing 1 2 1 2. That's a bit better. That's in my range. Keep forgetting my voice is too deep sometimes. It's too manly. The internet can't take it. There we go. That'll do. Yeah, any old tangents, man. Any old tangents. I've just been mucking around, playing a riff on my bass. Quite good fun. Richie B. Flipping wet in England too. Well, you know, there's actually floods here as usual. If it rains for a day in Sydney, you get floods everywhere because who'd have thought if you cover all the ground everywhere with concrete, the water's got nowhere to off to, has it? So it just sits around. It's like, oh dear, oh dear. They weren't thinking things through. Oh, what do I know? What do I know? Yeah, no, it sounds great. Just put concrete over all the ground everywhere. That'll be fine. That'll sort itself out. And everyone drives like a complete when it's raining as well. So maybe it's not a bad day to be out of it. Bit of yeah. Wow, great tune. There's a slow bit. I might play the song I wrote today. It's not really a song. Just I started off doing a riff, and then I just started saying some words, and just made it up as I went along, basically. But it was fun. Stretches the old grey matter a little bit. I think it was to do with, I might as well play it. It's only quick. Indulge me. I think I had Daniel Levy in mind. It's all about, what was in my head was all like the ruling classes. Like my question is, what do you do? What do you do? And how am I supposed to feel about what you do? Because I don't know what you do. Put it on the background, eh? Come on, YouTube. What do you do anyway? Tell me, what do you do anyway? I'm supposed to know, but I don't have a clue about anything that you really do. What do you do anyway? Should I be happy with what you do? Should I be happy with what you do? I would smile, I'm not so sure. What would I be smiling for? Just tell me, what do you do anyway? I'm just gonna keep floating along. It's all too hard. I'm no judge. Just fuck the noise, keep coming along. I'm not my brother's keeper. What do you do anyway? Anyway, you get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. That was me just mucking around today because I felt like it. So there we go. There's a tangent for you. Richie B, sounds good. Thanks for the sound check, brother. Thank you very much. Oh, you can see I'm in full hippie mode again today. It's the first day of the year where I've had to wear a caftan. So I'll be dragging all those out. Get more in the hippie aesthetic for this channel. Button ain't going to work, is it? I can't push it. Ah! Oh, well. Richie B, I had a nice sleep. Well, that's jolly nice, man. That's always good, isn't it? Yanis Rubelis, cheers, Paul. No worries, man. There's no skin off my nose. Usarian, I'm glad no one's world has ended with your insistence of doing an acknowledgement of country each stream, Paul. That seems to have died down a bit. What little controversy there was. I mean, it's not like you haven't got the whole bloody government and police force and media saying the opposite. So, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's something small, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? I, for one, appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And okay if it puts some people's noses out of joints. You know, the sorts of person's nose that would go out of joint are not my sort of person anyway, man. So, yeah, it's funny. When I started doing it, I did, I could see a couple of subscriptions migrate away. It's like, oh, well, there you go. Sometimes you just got to do a little bit of pruning, haven't you? Keep the bonsai tree looking all nice. Well, good. I'm glad you think it's appropriate anyway, man. That means a lot to me too. Thank you. It's been good, actually, because I've had to learn a lot more about my local area, history of my local area, which has been interesting. It's been good fun. Well, fun's not the right word. An eye-opener. Marpin Precise. Oh, Timmy Earls here. Hello, howdy all. Hello. Marpin Precise. I think when you go for all-out attack and leave defence completely vulnerable, that style of play isn't sustainable. Tell that to all the teams that have won leagues under Ange Postecoglou. Tell that to Celtic. Tell it to Yokohama. Tell it to Brisbane Roar. And tell it to the Australian national team of 2015, because that's how all those teams played and they all won loads. Why do you say it isn't sustainable? What's your rationale for this? But we hard to win game, need to make a defensive adjustment. No. Hey, you can say that, man. But I'll tell you what. It's not happening. That's it. We're just going forward. That's it. So you're not going to be happy, man. Oh, what can I do? I'm going to be happy. It's going to be great. Well, it is great. Giannis Rubel, it's good to see the Dragons get upon the Sea Eagles. Don't know how that happened. Everyone hates Manly, don't they? Everyone. That's the one thing that unites everyone. Timmy L, what do you want as your front three on Sunday versus the glorious return of Nuno? Oh, yeah, he's going to get big welcome. Oh, well, he should, I suppose, shouldn't he, really? Johnson, Son, and Werner, isn't it, really? I think that's what we got at the moment, isn't it? Boogs has just paid monthly subscription. Did you? Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Boogs. Jolly nice of you. Thank you for the support. Mark N. Morning, my good man. Morning, Mark N. Yes, sorry, and good high-scoring game against the Storm last night. Ezra Mum was on fire, but was hard to lose by a couple of points. Oh, I was going to say, did you play? Because I just looked at the table before I started the stream and I could see you were on the same points. I'm thinking, well, Broncos haven't played yet. Au contraire. Au contraire. The Broncos have bloody played. Oh, did you lose? Oh, it's a shame, isn't it? I'm only doing this now because I won't be able to do it in a few weeks and you know it. So, let me have my moment in the sun. Might be just the mighty St. George. St. George Dragons. I can see you slipping an eye in there. Oh. Johannes Rubelus, funk, rap and hip hop. Oh, well, it passed the time today. Where's the... Well, I do little odds and sods on my music, usually with friends. It's usually just share. It's not something I take very seriously at all. It's just a bit of a laugh. So if you want to hear the full song, I'll put it in the chat. It's mainly just little bits and bobs and riffs and things like that. But I like it. So, you know, it's my music channel, isn't it? Me and my mate. Marpin Prasai, good song. What do you do anyway? I know. I don't know. That's sounds like an apt tune for most professions. Yeah, I might flesh it out a bit. That was just kind of a first cut. So I just got a drum track and I just started playing and I found something and then the words a little bit. I need a bit of work on that. Maybe a bit of guitar, but I don't really play guitar that much. So I have to wait for my mate Mountain Bushman to come back. He might have an idea for it. Pretty catchy. Okay, there we go. Oh, well, that's all right. Channeling Ian Jury and the Blockheads, Three-Legged Dog. That is high praise indeed. It was a bit like that. And I think it's because I'm sat down. Like, I don't usually just talk if I'm singing. I usually am quite animated, but I think because I was just sat down, maybe that, you know, that's just why it came out that way. Martin Messiah, Kaftan looks good on you, Paul. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you get happier, Marpin. I hope you get happier. Markin, have you seen Big Ange's new interview? It's only 10 minutes long on Optus Sports. Yeah, I did see it. I was like, you know, I don't know. I get a bit bored with them, the Optus ones, because they always try. It's always, you know, oh, well, how do you think this is going to affect things in Australia? And it's like, oh, just talk about Tottenham Hotspur, will you? For once. The Australian media is very, very parochial. You know, it's like if ever a celebrity comes in from United States of America side or somewhere like that, first question is always, so what do you think of Australia then? And I can't remember that happening in other countries I've been to because who gives a shit? I mean, you're here, get on with it. What do you think of Australia? It is the best place in the whole world, isn't it? That's what it is, isn't it? Say that. Say it. Say it.
Say it's the best country in the world.
Oh, God, a bit insecure, you know. Kev Knight. Hi, Paul. Hi, Kev. I found it amusing. Ooh. To watch you try and make sense of Spurs' latest accounts. You're a better man than me. Like, I had a quick glance at them. I was bored. And there were some things without you having to go and look at the video. The main things I wasn't too crash on. Our debt is increasing 100 million every year, which they always say, oh, it's at a low interest rate. But what, does it just keep on going to go up and up and up and up? Who's paying for that? It's not Enoch and Levy. The other thing is that I think they've done a fudge on the value of the stadium. They've revalued it up 400 million. So that has an effect on things. And for all they're talking about cost of living crisis and all that, they've written off an awful lot of bleeding stuff this year as well. About 120 and 150 million dollars of write-offs, amortization, that sort of thing. I don't know exactly what the makeup of that is. But when you blame it, all of your 80 odd million loss on, cost of living, Ukraine war, and what else? It's all the stuff, pandemic, still supply chain. It's not true. It's not true. It's very selective. You're sorry, and I hope we engage Plan B by doing Plan A better this weekend. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it's a horrendous result or game last weekend. Just keep on going, man, you know. Keep on going. Keep on improving. That's all you can ask for, isn't it? Gary Huggins. At work, okay. And I keep singing, what do you do anyway? Oh, brilliant. Oh, well, oh, I'm glad a few people like it. I mean, if you don't, I don't care. But it's quite fun when people dig your stuff a little bit. So that's cool. Thanks, man. Well, up in Precise, I'm happy with the thing with the things going on, Paul. Okay, all right. Slightly worried about defensive weakness. Don't worry. We've only lost one game when we've had Van der Ven playing for 90 minutes. I've forgotten who pointed that out to me. It's probably Mark N. So I think our defensive side is all right. And another awful goal to concede. Hey, corners happen, man. All goals are awful. I think Werner should leave. He isn't good enough. Whenever he has the ball, he gets clueless. Yeah, look, I mean, we don't have to make the decision yet. There's two ways I can look at it. One is he an improvement on Brian Hill? Well, yes, he is. But is he what you really want? Probably not. So, I don't know, man. I think, if we end up getting him, I still want someone else. But who knows, man. Here we go. I'm going to skip the look, I love a good conspiracy theory as much as anyone else. Love it. Or do I? But you know what, folks? When people start mentioning things like the Rothschilds, my anti-Semitism radar starts twitching a bit. I'm not saying you are. All I'm saying is, whenever you see videos about people talking about that sort of stuff, have a look at the comments and you might see why I have that rather tainted opinion of when people mention that sort of stuff. So I'm not up for that, I'm afraid, man, but thanks, Boogs. Kev Knight, Paul, you missed reading the second part of my last message. Oh, shit. All right, mate, all right. Okay. I got distracted. Did you hear Levy's looking for outside investment? Yes, it says that in the report as well. Oh, my God, not another Arab takeover. Oh, God, don't you start. Fucking hell, man. It's like getting done on both sides here at the moment. I think that's the way it's... Look, if all you care about, and really when it comes down to it, man, all I care about is the football. And I think the only way forward is for a country to buy it. That's it. I think if you're waiting for a billionaire to come along, they're going to be a bigger nutcase than what we've got, or a venture capitalist consortium, hedge, financial people, any of that shit. It's going to be worse than it is now. I mean, I'm not busting a gut for a buyout. I don't think it's been very run financially well at all, looking at it. But the thing is, say if Levy and Enoch sell it for, I don't know, say £4 billion pounds, then we pay for that. Make no mistake, we pay for that. Fans pay for that because the new owners will want to get that money somehow, won't they? Either by, doing a pump and dump so they can get rid of it, or, income. So either way, Levy walks out with our money in his pockets. We're paying him to go, basically. So, it's all a shit sandwich, mate. That's what it is to me. It's all a shit sandwich. There's no answer to it. And I'll just watch the football, man. I talked about it today because it was in the news and all that, but generally I just find it a bit boring to go on about all that sort of stuff because for me, there really is no ethical, happy, satisfactory answer to the whole mess of what football has become in England and Wales. It's horrible. So I just got to close my ears to it. Mark Henry lost to Wolves with Van der Ven playing the whole game, and the other loss was Chelsea when he went off injured. Yeah, thank you very much, Mark. So, yeah, we only lost one game when he was on the pitch for 90 minutes, which is pretty good. I'll answer Kev for you, yes or no. That'll do, man. It's all shit. Just forget about it all, man. Well, I'm a football fan. Why do I have to care about profit and loss and finance and cash flow and Shamu Vandervoo, hello man. How are we, Paul? Not bad. Missed a few shows. Pfft. There's always more. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, man. Don't worry about it. Guy at work is a Dragons fan. Is some news. Guy at work is a Dragons fan. Is some news. Doesn't matter what intonation I use, I can't understand it. But he's a Dragon fan. Well, good on him. Marpin Prasaya. Werner can't anticipate his runs, gets caught offside, can't finish. Look, the only thing I'm thinking he's doing wrong is not getting ahead of it. He's not getting ahead or the other side of the defender, which Johnson is doing very well on the other side. But I don't think he's as bad as you make out. I'm not spruiking to buy him or anything like that unless he does a lot better in the last 9 games. But I mean, you're being quite down on him. He's not. You know, if you think he's crap, you think he's crap, don't you? He can't predict his passes. He also doesn't have goals in his game. I think Werner shouldn't stay but with Brennan, I can see improvements. Oh well. Well, then we just get a left-sided winger. Or a striker and play Son on the left. I mean, there's still a couple of options, you know. See what happens in the summer. When a country buys Tottenham. Shamu Vandervoo missed the game, but I saw a small bit of the 85th minute. And people winding me up saying West Ham are 2-1 up for ages. Oh, people are so cruel. People are so cruel, aren't they? You're sorry? Oh, well, okay. Where's my swear button? Yeah, Timo. What's he done except for score goals and create assists as recently as the last game? Yeah, I know. I think I get why people are down on him, but I do because, you know, some gobby people on the internet, you know, people just, they tie everything to one issue, and it seems to be, if we sign Werner, I'm Ange out. I've heard that being said. It's like, what the fuck are you on about? What? I mean, I see it spread. I see that opinion spread. So whenever people pop up with it, being really negative about him, I think, oh, well, I know you're watching. And I think they don't know what they're talking about, but oh, well, you know. But I prefer, obviously, someone better. At least it's not our money. Well, it is my money. I'm a member. I'm a paid-up member of Tottenham Hotspur. And it's going to be, actually, the financial records are going to be worse next year because that's from last year where we had UEFA money, about £53 million. This year it'd be nothing. Nothing. Martin, g'day, Paul. So the question is, what do you do anyway? I know. What do you do? Vague language people use. Oh, I synergize the optics so we can lean into a different paradigm. Oh, okay. Sounds great. Shamu Vandervoo, unlucky last night. Oh. Giannis Rubelis, who are these people talking football? Off topic, I know. There's still this 50% shareholding of the channel is this bit. Martin, Joe Lewis has avoided a jail sentence, apparently. Oh, well, he probably didn't rip off enough rich people, because that's the only way you go to jail for like fraud like that, is if you rip off rich people, then you definitely go to prison. If you're just ripping off, you know, nicking someone's superannuation or house collapses or something, no, that's all right. Don't worry about that. But if you have a bit of inside knowledge that means someone's bought shares of a rich person and the rich person could have sold them for more, that's it. You're going down for a 10 stretching chokey. Mark, press conference today? Okay. It's probably because he's like 95 years old as well. I don't know. He didn't rip enough rich people off. I forgot to beat myself. Yeah, I mean, I let the odd one slip through, you know. I let the odd one slip through. Kev Knight, Paul, have you noticed in so many games these days, players are slipping over? I've seen that a little bit, actually. I mean, the game against West Ham, it was pissing down. But the game against Aston Villa, I saw Matty Cash slip over on his arse about 3 times, which is brilliant. Do you think the pitches are overwatered? Or maybe the boot studs are too short? I'd go with the boot studs, man. I think, you know, they're probably going fine margins, aren't they? Optimal. And there's a point where it's no longer optimal. I think they've reached that point. Three-Legged Dog, highly recommend a podcast for Ange supporters. Echo of Glory podcast. Interview Thomas Broich. Probably butchered that name. Life under Ange. Oh, okay, that might be interesting. I don't really listen to... I don't listen to a lot of... Since I've been doing this channel, I've been watching and listening to less and less Spurs stuff just because I feel more comfortable that I'm not just regurgitating what other people say. I'm not talking about plagiarism or anything like that. I wouldn't do that anyway, but I like to have my own thoughts, which, you know, I'm not saying they're better thoughts or anything like that, but they're mine. And, you know, if I watch someone else, then I might change my mind about something, which is fine too, but I limit it a bit. But if that sounds all right, because I like listening to like interviewers with old players and people that are behind the scenes and things like that. So that might be a good one. I've listened to Echo of Glory a few times. It's a good podcast. Shmoo Van der Vu. WrestleMania again, is it? And Spurs on the same day. Big fan of that. Will determine what kind of mood I'm in for WrestleMania. Finish the story, Ange.
Finish him.
WrestleMania! Marvin Prasaya, what do you think, Paul? Did the game demand Richarlison to start against West Ham? No, I think, well, it's always easy to judge things in hindsight, I think, but I think the starting lineup was fair enough. I think the game was a bit physical. Sonny was a bit effective. I don't agree with that. Up front would have been preferred Sonny, Richarlison and Johnson. I thought Sonny worked his arse off. I thought it was a good performance. I don't know. Oh, man. I don't know. Hey, you might be right. I don't know. What do I know? Marpa Prasai, Bentancur and Madders seem to link up well. However, both switched after the 32 minutes. I don't know. I think they're just running all over the place. I think they had pretty good games, Bentancur and Maddison. And Basuma, I thought he did well as well. So I might have to watch the game again. I might watch like Optus do like mini games, which are about, I think they're about 20, 25 minutes. I might watch that, see what I think, because I was also quite tired when I was watching it in the morning. And I remember I got a little bit bored at moments in the second half. But overall, it was an all right game. It was all right. Martin, I think we may have to admit that we may not... No, I'm not going to read that out, Martin. Don't you lose hope. No. Maybe I'll read that comment out after the Forest game. How about that? After the Forest game. We'll keep it. Shmoo Van der Vu. Matty Cash could have a good cry when he's out injured. Yeah. Ugh. You're sorry, and we're still, strictly speaking, we are in a title race. Yes. And it's kind of, you know, even though I don't think it's likely, it's still nice to, you know, have that mathematics. You know, it's April now. Bloody hell. We're nearly in May. And we're still contenders. Shamu Van der Vu, I mean, Arsenal, Liverpool could still lose their last 8 games. They're each going to lose 1 against us. So that's something. That'd be good. I think we'll finish with a smile on our face. That's what I'm hoping. Martin, I'll be watching your expert watch-along for the Forest game as I can't go. Oh, well, more the merrier, man. More the merrier. I've sorted out all my streaming things. I can watch it on my phone. I've gone legit. Got my Optus Sports. Thought I might as well get it because the Euros are on Optus over here as well. They're not on SBS, which, SBS has totally dropped the ball on football. Shamu Van der Vu, since I missed the West Ham game, I'm basically banking on a win. Well, for the Forest in Nottingham. What? For the Forest? Martin Bresai. Paul, do you listen to Rory Gallagher or his band tastes? I am not familiar with the Rory Gallagher canon, I'm afraid. Ronnie! Oh, you know what this means? Got to do it all. There we go. Hey, we got a Ronnie Curran. And he just to love. Man United do get battered everywhere they go. Yeah, it's quite funny. Any result of that game would have been funny. It's just one of them games. Ellie! Oh, the things are jumping all over the place. Ellie. Just going to hello, stay 5 more minutes, Paul. That's my intention. If the comments come, I'll be here, man. I've caught you live! Way! Live! Martin Bresai. Oh, I don't get it also why Ange don't go for his former players like O'Reilly, Jota, brilliant players from Celtic. Well, I don't know if he has or hasn't. But maybe he's just not, he just doesn't think they're up for it, Who knows, man? Nicholas Collison, 4th or 5th will be more than fine. Oh, absolutely. Considering we've got a new manager. Yes, man. Lost the world's best striker. Okay, 2 good points. We go to the summer being in the Champions League more than likely. I think it's sunshine and rainbows, isn't it? I think it is a good year. I've had much more fun than last year, and I've had much more fun than disappointment this year. I know. I was obviously getting all hyped up after the start of the season, but why not? I had fun. Don't regret it at all. It was nice. It was nice having that feeling of being unstoppable. So we'll have a bit more of that coming up soon, I hope. Johannes Rubelis, you actually know a lot about football, Paul? You just don't pretend to know. I don't know. I know what I know, man. I've got different ideas, I think, to a lot of people. But I've got very similar ideas to people that I know and respect, as friends and whatnot. So that'll do for me, really. That'll do for me. It's refreshing on these streams. Thank you very much, man. Mark in, by the time we get to the last 2 games, both Burnley and Sheffield should be relegated. Yeah, there'll be none of this. Oh, they might be fighting. They might be all feisty and because they've got something at stake. It's like, no, they're at the bottom of the table because they're shit. Doesn't matter. Shamu Van der Vu, it's at home. I just noticed 4-1. 4-1. It's a big old. Let's be cool. I'm going 6-0. 6-0. Some week. Nick Sears. Live! Ellie, just a girl loves Spurs. Why don't I get your notifications? Because I don't fucking send them to you. You're going live as I have the notification bell on. I don't know, man. It does what it does. But you're here now. That's the main thing. You coming over for the North London Derby? Not this year. Slim possibility of next year. And then a year after that, I'm going to be a YouTube millionaire, aren't I? So yeah, I'll just walk around the world with a backpack on my back. I want to go to the World Cup in 2026. Whether I can do that or not, I don't know. But that's what I'm hoping for at the moment. But yeah, I do. And that'll be the only reason I come back to England is to go and watch a Spurs game. Maybe I can get it as a tax deduction. Jamu Van der Vu, I was going to go for a 5-0 Hotspur Hippie Goal Fest prediction, but I'll leave that for the Chelsea game. Okay, keep your powder dry. That's all right. That's a spoiler, not a prediction. Cocky. Yeah, I think we're going to smash them. They didn't look good today, Chelsea. Saw about 20 minutes, half hour of the game this morning. I wasn't impressed. Mark Bresai, what I think is I reckon Conte had a lot worse team than Ange. But however, he had Kane, but Ange lost Kane, our biggest firing power. So it balances out. So both had, and he's having own situations still. Oh, yeah, I suppose. I guess there's a bit of that, isn't there? And Conte did. But also, Ange has got to take a bit of credit for the squad improvements that we've made as well. I just don't think Conte was in the same plane of existence as people at Tottenham. I don't think he really gave a shit about signings and that sort of thing. It didn't appear that way. Like, I want Bastoni and that's it. I don't know. Whereas at least Ange seems to have more involvement. 4-2. For Mark in, that's all right. Three-legged dog. I listen to some YouTube content provider scoffing at Ange's statement that he intends to challenge for the title next season. What, Spurs fans are scoffing? Bollocks, we're going to challenge for the title next year. What? Why don't people want to hear their manager say that? I think every manager in the Premier League should be saying that. I don't care if you're Bournemouth or what's wrong with saying that? Oh, what? Because people will point at you and have a giggle when or if you don't do it. Oh, no, people laugh. Other fans of other clubs I don't give a shit about are laughing at me. Oh, no. That's never happened before. I want them to respect me. Even if you win the league, they won't do that. That's what Ange wants to do. He wants to challenge. He's not here to fuck about and, have a picnic. He wants to win shit. Martin, hey, thanks for the super chat, man. Hey, 81 points to win the league. He's back. The other comment didn't happen. There's a myth. It's the thing of legends. I will take that and I will piss a lot off if we do. But it would be the funniest thing ever, wouldn't it? But 10 quid, man. Thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Move Vanderveer. If you go for a game, stay long enough to go for an away game. Oh yeah, no. If I've got money, I'd definitely go to a couple of games if I can. Oh yeah, away games are great fun. I used to really enjoy them. Good day out usually. It's sort of, unless it's a real bad performance, but usually it's just fun getting somewhere else in the country you've not been before. Sometimes get to see a little bit. Shmoo Vandervoo, get to experience Tottenham home and away day. Yeah, they were good fun. Mark N, I do hope Nuno gets a polite clap. It was not his fault the club appoints him. Oh yeah, I do too. I don't think he'll get a boo or anything like that. Hype. What do you do anyway? Nothing. Change nothing to a series of words or phrases. Nothing, man. I'm not doing nothing, man. Not doing nothing. Oh, what have we got here? 10 minutes to go. Oh, we're still ticking along here, Mark. And if you play pro sports, the whole idea is to win the prize. Yeah. Unless you can't win, then you go for the highest place you can finish. Okay, right. Now I'm with you. It's to do your best, isn't it? It's to keep on improving, testing yourself against the best out there. I was looking for my prop, but I don't have it. And then sometimes you win a trophy. Bring it in. Oh, well. But you've got to have fun doing it. Schmoo Vandervoo, it would be all good. The win or a goal would be a bonus, in my opinion. Hurrah. All right, look, it's 51 minutes. 6:22 p.m. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm going to have some dinner. I'm going to have some chevips and veggies tonight. Bulldogs beating the Roosters 18-0. Did that happen, did it? Well, I'm going to settle down. I'm going to watch a bit of rugby league tonight. I mean, you think I know nothing about football. See how we go with that. Hey, folks, look, thanks for watching. Thanks for people that have clicked like and subscribe. But it don't matter. Thanks for people commenting. And if you're watching it afterwards, of course, then thanks very much for watching it afterwards. Thank you very much to Martin for the super chat. And thank you to all the members that I've dished out members to. Hang around. You can see that all you really get as a member of this channel is my best wishes and a few odds and sods. But there you go, man. There we go. Until tomorrow. Just seeing if there's any comments there. None of you have made the cut. I like Mark, but yeah, we've only had one penalty this season. I don't know what's going on there. Well, I do, but I'm not going to say any more than that. If you watched it afterwards, I hope it's distracted you a little bit. That's cool. Till next time, folks. Till next time. Peace and love, man. And come on, you Spurs!